Hey everybody, the WoW Collector here. I wanted to do something. I had promised based on the UI video that I had done earlier. I was going to look at ConsolePort Mapper, show everybody how to install that, get that working. So what we're going to do is just start. I already like how my UI is set up, but I want to go back through and check out ConsolePort Mapper again. So first of all, what we're going to do is, should probably move that where people can see. We're going to make a new folder. Where to put it? Oh, there we go. I'm blind. Sorry about that. Alright. There we go. We're going to label that WoW old folders. Put that right there. Then you're going to go under your PC and find where World of Warcraft is installed. For me, it's this PC, C drive, program files 86. We're going to go down to World of Warcraft. Now remember, we need 3 files. Sender retail. We need cache, interface, and WTF. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click and drag these over so it moves them. That way they're no longer here. Now, pardon me, I'm going to launch World of Warcraft. The one thing I want everybody to know is it might come out really loud, so I'll do my best to kind of temper things. We'll launch it to recreate those folders and we'll go from there. Sorry. Just got off work trying to get things situated here. Appreciate everybody tuning in last video. The last UI video we almost had 500 views. Pretty awesome. Also want to give a shout out to Blizzard. They dropped this new Squeakers mount. If you have a 6-month subscription, if you get one, excuse me, it will be put in your mailbox. However, if you have a current 6-month subscription, so I bought it for the last mount they had, this one gets released free for you. And I appreciate that it's not for only new subscribers, the fact that it's actually for everybody. So wanted to actually congratulate Blizzard on doing something that didn't feel shady. I mean, it didn't feel shisty at all. It just was like, hey, here it is, guys. We created it. If you're on the fence about a 6-month sub, you can do it and get this mount. In addition, if you already have it, here you go. It was a really nice gesture. Thankful, because oftentimes they don't do things that way. We'll be doing an update video on my character transfer I did and how horribly I planned that. Alright, so it's launching World of Warcraft, also an update applied, so in a second you'll see these folders launch once we log in, but I was applying an update. Alright, so bear with me as I turn down the in-the-game volume. We can set that from these settings, but we can't. World of Warcraft. Fixed. Alright, back. So what we're going to do now is we're going to set up ConsolePort Mapper and the requisite files. Let's open up Twitch. I wonder if it was updated for 8.3. I wonder. Let's see. So mods. Under Twitch, under mods. Hold over here. We can see it. World of Warcraft add-ons. And what we're going to do is we're going to say get more add-ons. Now I'm not going to remove everything here because I have it all saved in this WoW folder right here. So I'm not even going to touch that. We're just going to say get more. ConsolePort. And I already have my PlayStation 4 controller plugged in. ConsolePort, here we go. We're going to install it because Blizzard already created those new folders for us. Cache, interface, WTF. They're already there and clean. What you want to do is though, click on ConsolePort. And it's going to tell you what you need. Yeah. We're going to need WoW Mapper. Download the latest release of WoW Mapper. The link is actually right here. I guess I can post it, but you don't really need it. Just go ahead and download the installer. Let me check one thing, because I might have actually already had this. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Let me just make sure I don't have it yet. It's WoW Mapper. Awesome, I took it out. Cool. All right, I just want to make sure. So, installers here. Open. My controller is already plugged in. My PlayStation 4 controller, because it doesn't have the Bluetooth dongle, all you do is just plug it into the USB slot on your computer, plug in the actual wire, and it works. I also have Steam. I think that helps the synchronization. All we're doing right now is just installing WoW Mapper. Let me pull this over a little bit here. Just going through just the basic things that you do when you install any program. Windows walks you through everything. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through everything. How we set this up, how we make everything look nice. ConsolePort is there. I'm trying to think, do I need anything else now? Let's see. Just want to make sure. So I'm walking through this way because I want everyone to see exactly what you'll have to do. I don't have a Steam controller. It seems too wonky to set up. And literally this will do everything for us. Everything looks good. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's launch World of Warcraft. And again, I haven't done anything additional. All I did was go to Twitch, click install, and install WoW Mapper. That's it. So we're logging into World of Warcraft. Let's see what now, there is one thing you want to do. So before you launch it, if I remember correctly, you want to run WoW Mapper. You want to have that up and running. So it says DualShock 4 is, oh, sorry. Let me just change this real fast. So when I launched WoW Mapper, it says this: controller DualShock 4 is connected, batteries at 100%, World of Warcraft is running, have latest version. So now you're good, you just minimize. That's all you have to do. Everything's set up in ConsolePort. Let's walk through. Now, you might have noticed my dwarf change into an orc. I did the race change because things were on sale and I wanted to test it out. But what we're going to do is let's create a new character, and you know, just for showing off. Those look hideous. Let's try Magar Orc. No, I want to try a level 1. And let's go Hunter. Just what the heck. Customize. There we go. Yeah, that's a great name. Alright. So, we're in game. Here we go. Controller is ready, I believe. Okay. Entering the world. So as the first time, with the controller plugged in,
and shaken their once stalwart devotion to the horde. A disagreement between the new orc war chief Garrosh Hellscream.
Alright, so we need to set up our controller. We haven't done that yet. As you can see though, all these bars have changed. I mean, this is totally different from what you've experienced. We're going to go PS4 controller, and it literally does everything for us. So now we're going to calibrate our controller. So rotate your left circle stick around, detecting it. Awesome. So now you need to push these specific buttons. These are on the D-pad is what I'm pressing. And literally what it's doing is binding all the key binds that they have set up. So I mean, you can't really have your own macros. But what they do is I think they use buttons that we don't normally use. You're supposed to be able to switch back and forth between this and whatever add-on you have. But I don't have it. PlayStation buttons in the middle. Sorry. Dang Steam. Hold on. That's one thing you probably don't want to happen. Alright, cool. So this is share buttons on the left hand side of the PlayStation Remote. Options. Alright, so you have loaded a new controller profile. Would you like to load the default bindings? I'm just going to say yes. I don't want to mess with anything. So this is your menu. Now when you're in menus, the D-pad is what controls everything. So L1 is a modifier, L2 is a modifier. When you hold the L1 button, certain abilities come up. When you hold the L2 button, certain abilities come up. Action bar 12, 11, revive pet. Open bags is share. Movement. Now as you can see, you can do different things with the left stick. Action buttons here. Alright, so we're kind of good. Alright, so you can change your bindings here if you want. I wouldn't mess with any of this stuff. They set it up for a specific reason. Your settings are here. This is how things work within ConsolePort. We're going to show you how to work. So this is just me walking around, right stick. Why does X not jump? Ah! X is supposed to be jump. It didn't load everything. Alright. Let's reset all settings. Alright. Yeah. Good. We're gonna save. There we go. It fixed it. Alright. So for some reason hit save. Now, how do you do things? Alright, so to pull up the cursor, it's simple push into the right stick. There is a way to chat, but just the overall feel is kind of nice. So let's go take our first quest. Obviously there's tons of this is a really huge alliance server, so literally just pull people from everywhere. Alright, so in the middle of the screen it says Chief Hawkwind. You can hit X and you can then interact with him.
What brings you here?
X to accept. Now here's the thing I had a hard time with. How the heck do you get that to clear? That's one of the biggest struggles I had with this, is that now my tap, I guess I can switch to other targets, I guess. So in order to target, you hold L1 and these buttons change. Your R1 becomes your target. And wherever your nose is facing, so the center of the screen, you can hit R1 and literally switch between these enemy targets. Square shoots. Loot should be coming up. So L1 R. I mean, I'm getting pretty quick at switching. For some people it might feel like it's one extra button, but ding. Any abilities? No. That person's name is Betty? Wow. How'd they get that name? That's pretty awesome. Let's kill some more stuff. Every loot helps.
How may I aid you? Go in peace.
Alright, so, not too bad. Let's check out a melee class. So you obviously want to play around with the buttons. I don't think you can use mask to change these button face types because it's obviously set up to mirror your PlayStation controller. You really want to walk through each button, what it does, have your bars set up exactly as you want them. You're really limited though in the amount of bars you can have. Let's go undead, let's go monk. What the heck? There we go. Or Byron Guthrick. Guthrick it is. There's Guthrick, he's pretty menacing. Actually, you know what? Let's delete Guthrick, he doesn't deserve. Instead, we're gonna delete this guy too. Going to create a new character. Let's try one of these guys. Stand up, dang you. Alright, we'll go with it. Tongai! Alright, but I don't want to be a warrior. I want to be shaman. Or monk. Let's try monk. There we go. So we'll try a level 20 monk. So there should already be some abilities planned out for us. Now, I don't know if we have to reset this up every time. Cancel this.
Blood and thunder.
Alright. So you load the default and then save.
I require a target.
Alright, let's see. Oh, shoot. Dun, 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 dun. So it was zone out a little bit. Now
I
I don't know what square and X are, but let's see.
Speak quickly. There are battles to be.
So we're gonna head to the embassy.
The heroes of this world journeyed to Draenor and fought beside us against the Burning Legion. Now, the Horde needs our strength against the Orcs, and we have answered
All right.
their call.
So
War grips this land. Good! We will revel in the carnage and claim victory!
go turn in this quest. Let's go fight a few things. I like the camera, I like the feel of everything. It's just, it's hard not to reach for that mouse and just click. You know, whatever I need.
Cannot attack that target.
That tail is so gross too.
I cannot attack that.
This is empty, empty, empty. Orgrimmar. If you're wondering why we're on Storm Rage, it's an Alliance server. Alright, we're in the big open world of Durotar. Let's go kill something, shall we? Targeting still works the same, although it wouldn't let me target that mouse. I think because it's not picking it up as a hostile. There you go, so Targeted. We have square, triangle, circle. Selected. As you can see, it's pretty fast, man. Alright, so I figured out a couple other things as well. When you hit R stick, lets you use the mouse. You stop. It goes back to moving the camera. Let's take a look at a couple other things. There we go. Alright, so character pane, inventory, specialization and talents, spellbook, and collection. So in our head, in World of Warcraft, we always push hotkeys. So collections is Shift P, spellbook is P. It's all right here under the menu. So you have to think of this more as a console game. If you hit that PlayStation button or you hit the Microsoft Xbox button, it's going to bring up this menu. That's the first thing you have to do in order to kind of rewire your brain. So go here. Now it's supposed to be. There we go. So let's try it again. Character info. And the D-pad moves for all these things. Unfortunately, I don't really see a way to. Let's see. Ah, that's kind of neat. So if I hit circle, how do you? Oh, right click is circle. X is so how I'm highlighting over this. X is a left click, circle's a right click. So I want to equip that. No, I don't want to destroy it. How do I equip it? Circle? Oh, that's crazy. Just what it says. Stupid. It says circle on it. My bad. Let's go with the extra crit. Wow, I didn't even know that was built into that. Okay, so I need to, and then what we're gonna do is, so the PlayStation button is like escape. Okay, there we go. So open up the bags, I want off of that escape. It's that PlayStation button. Wow, okay. Makes a little more sense now. Specializations and talents. Let's see. So we can, oh, Eye of the Tiger. Makes your tiger palm heal. What's G-Wave do? That's a cast, this is a passive. Wait. Oh, we're gonna go Eye of the Tiger. That's just easier. Alright, so. Neat. Okay. So let's explore the rest of the menu. Spellbook, collections. Ah, okay. I can get used to this. Okay. Press a button combination controller to place this on your action bar. Interesting. Okay. Okay, now I pushed up and down the D-pad to get rid of that. Okay. Alright, let's try that again though, but let's go to spellbook.
I require a target.
Pick up. Oh wow.
I do not have a target.
Interesting. Okay, I kind of screwed that up, but okay.
I need to target something first.
I can't unclick that though. It's kind of weird. Oh, there we go. Okay. Press a button combination to place it. I don't want to. Escape. Why does that get locked though? You know what? I wonder if I can just put it there. Ah, okay. So I just put it back on top and I got rid of it. I don't think it's supposed to work like that, but it's cool. Okay. Click to view quest. I left clicked on it. Or the left stick, my apologies. Alright. Game. Map, adventure guide, group finder, achievements, what's new. Okay, that's weird. Alright. Friends list guild. Alright, system. Okay, system. This is your menu. Add-ons. Okay. I just keep using these are, they have no macros. That's nuts to me. System. Oh, that's not all. Sorry. I want controls. Okay, so I don't want to change a key binding. I just want to look at everything. Settings. Alright. General settings. Here we go. Character handling. Turn instead of strafe when the cursor is visible. Alright, so the way this works a lot of like third-person action games, where as you turn, as you're moving from left to right, the character will naturally strafe. But if you click this button, what will happen is it'll turn almost like keyboard turning, so it'll look a little unnatural. Double tap to toggle the mouse cursor. Let's see how that works in action. Ah, so my mouse cursor comes in the middle of the screen, you can see it. Oh, that's convenient. Okay. I ate some food, so I'm a little more cognizant of what's going on. Earlier I was kind of fumbling over words because I hadn't eaten. Alright, disable automatic mouse behavior. I wouldn't touch any of the automated features because they've set this thing up pretty nicely. Invert camera. The pitch of the yaw is horizontal and vertical. Targeting. Target directly with raid cursor. What does that do? Let's check this out. Wait, I think I have to save it. Hold on. Oh no, it worked. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to let's undo that. Use new tab targeting algorithm. Let's see if there's anything on ConsolePort mapper and targeting. Alright, so how do you heal with a controller? ConsolePort has a binding called Raid Cursor, which uses the directional pad to snap onto unit frames. It will redirect helpful spells to friendly units and harmful spells to enemies. You can use spell macros to circumvent certain spells that are not redirected as you want them. Interesting. Okay, so add quest items and extra spells to utility ring. I think that's great. Sometimes there's certain, potions or things we have to cast in quests, and that will put that on the utility ring, which the utility ring, it's usually on the right hand side above the triangle. I don't have it up right now, so alright, so let's check out controls. Okay, force auto loot in combat. Okay. Automatically sell junk. Disable on-screen hints. Disable action placement assistance. Not sure what that is. Fixes one-to-one interface cursor. Disable calibration check on login. I'm okay. Interact button full enable allows one of your buttons to interact with all rolled objects and creatures when the original button action button doesn't have any effect. Or rolled objects. Let's see what this says. Use one of your buttons to interact with objects and creatures. In this case, where you lack a target that befits the configured button's original action, you will instead be able to interact with the world. Examples: a harmful spell will be cast upon a hostile target, but interact in all other cases. I think I'm going to leave it off. Interact button light. Enable. Smart interaction. Okay. Smart interaction only remembers NPCs you come in contact with unless you interact with them. Wonder if that's why it's like selected onto there. Wonder if that's we can get rid of that maybe. Let's see. I think that's where my issue is, when it's staying stuck on the NPCs. Highlight next target. Preview your next target before we switch to it. If you're struggling with reliable tag targeting, set this to always on. I think I'm okay. I'm pretty quick at targeting. I don't think I had any problems with that in the dungeon. I'm going to leave this. Camera settings. Don't want over the shoulder. Alright, so we're going to cancel because that saved the default. So all in all, I think this is pretty swell. I wouldn't know how to enable. I haven't done the raid cursor thing yet. I'm gonna see if we can find that. I think that was raid cursor. Target directly with raid cursor. I think that's what this was. This might have to do with the healing. I would want to play DPS and tank a lot more rather than start with healing right away. But obviously, I am a fan of this. I just think you really have to play with it a little bit, and I think you have to understand spellbook is here, and you really have to move things how they want you to. So let's put this on our bars. So we're going to hit triangle. Press a button combination in your controller to place this action. So let's just put it. We're gonna go. These are the different rings. So L1, L2, and X has a functionality, but I don't want to do that yet. Let's put this as triangle. And that's how you add abilities. Oh, that's so much quicker than using the dang mouse like I was doing. The other thing I would suggest doing too is tossing this right here. So I'd pick your favorite mount here, and then I would pick your random mounts here. That way you're not stuck trying to find something. So let's and so for right now, there we go. So I had a hard time selecting him, so I hit the R3 stick, and that allowed me to group up. Actually click him, and let's do this. You can really easily switch things. I mean, I'm easily picking up targets. So I wanted us to know what I was doing. But I mean, obviously it's not bad. I mean, and I'm not in the looms, not any of this crap, you know. It's can easily switch between the two. I actually probably want to zoom out if I can. I mean, you can hear my controller. I mean, this is definitely doable. I mean, yes, this isn't a mythic dungeon, but still, I mean, there's no issues with the controllers whatsoever. I mean, and like literally, I'm just.
Closer.
Able to switch targets. I honestly think this might be a little bit easier than traditional mouse. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take some time and really set up your buttons and really figure out everything you want. Because right now I'm just kind of pushing buttons, obviously. But it has a cooldown timers on all my buttons. I mean, triangle, 1, ready, circle's coming up. We'll drop down, we'll hit that R1 and heal up. Triangle, circle, X, square, square, punch the face, heal. Trying to hit more things on cooldown for you guys. But this is tanking with no heirlooms, a brand new character. I mean, if I can do it with this, I mean, I think most people who truly know their class can make this work. That's weird too. I was able to get another attack in there. Did you see that? Now I'm still stunned though. Loot that up. And then... So that's a little buggy in here. So if you hit R3, click them, and then now it's working. Let's move ahead. I don't plan on keeping this character, but I don't want to screw these people over, so we'll finish up. Now some of the fine things like unsheathing your weapon here, or you know, moving the camera out, or those kind of things, you really want to play with it and get the proper setting. And I'm surprised. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize how many Vulperans I have. I think almost everybody is. That's funny. I don't understand how to heal though. I haven't tried that out yet. I would be a little nervous with healing in all honesty. Pull his back. That was nice. Oh, here we go. We'll get it. You really want to get great at the targeting aspect. That's L1, R1, go. Anytime you want to switch.
I need to target something first.
He dropped his arm. That's awesome. I feel like it feels so visceral when you jump and you attack. I guess I could go lightning to pull him. Okay, try that. Obviously, I don't play much monk tank, and I love tanking, but I really just. Okay, so here's another thing I just realized is that when I'm in combat, I cannot loot. I tried to loot this corpse here, and because of the way the macros are written, even then, like, oh, that's weird. Okay. All right. Well, hoping I get some mogs here. That way, at least I can, unlock them. This should be fun. This is actually a pretty good dungeon to test this out on. There's a lot of ads to pick up, and so it does let you know when you have a threat here, so we're good. Let's come back here. I didn't pick it up. That was a messy pull. Obviously, the thing I think I would struggle with, really, is the chat. Like there, you just said, "Hey, pull back here," but in order to put the controller down and switch to that, it's a little cumbersome. That right there is a little weird too. Loot should just pick up. Oh gosh, this is bad. I'm really fortunate this rogue is interrupting and stunning everything. I mean, I think this is a great way to play. I mean, and the person who designed this really made a good point. You're going to have to retrain your brain, because we're so ingratiated with playing World of Warcraft a certain way, and you honestly have to adjust things and okay, I'm going to do things a little bit differently, and it's not bad. I think it makes it feel more action-packed, honestly. But it does, for me, limit some of the social aspects. Would I do this all the time? I don't know. I find it difficult to say yes, I will every time. Just because having to hit L and then switch to all these different things, although it works, it's not the easiest transition. No. And we're creatures of habit, you know. This monk though keeps able to keep aggro pretty well. When I was on my druid at this level, I was struggling. Oh, my staggers almost up. Dang. No drops. My character's drunk. I wonder if it's the stagger effect.
I require a target.
So many Vulperan. You know what though? I think everyone should realize, you know, Alliance got the Bumblebee mount, Horde gets Vulperan. I mean, I like how I got this dungeon though, because I'm able to see, you know, there's not a lot of strategic pulls in here. There's just a lot of it, just go with it, you know. And there's no lag, there's no missed presses, there's no camera, there's no interface, you know, errors like Supervillain UI when I did that. So I mean, but this is the UI you're going to be using. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't think you can add Azurite UI to it. As guy I've been chatting with on Reddit, he was curious about that. If you could toss UI, Azurite UI, which is, I mean, a clean looking add-on. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think the two. I wonder if you can use mask though. And then different faces, but I don't know. I think even the buttons are specifically designed for ConsolePort. That's weird. We're gonna wait. Did work, nice. Thought they had combo points, but I guess not. Or is it the chi that I'm not building? Yeah, I don't know. I have to relearn how to play Monk again. Alright, so boss fight. It's gonna be nice. Man, and a monk feels so great. I'm not gonna lie. That was awesome just hitting R2 and jumping away. Monk tank, this fight's easy. That's awesome. It does make. Okay, so I noticed that when I was going to hit loot, it hit X for loot, didn't say anything. Then it showed his face a couple seconds later. Maybe there's just a delay. Okay. Won't be so. Oh, hey, we have a rare. Give me the loot, give me the loot, give me the loot. Nothing? Dang it. So, I mean, all in all, I think this works. Man, I want to leave this place, but I don't want to screw these guys over, so. Alright. I think I might as well.
I am out of range.
They're really nice people. Alright. Let's really try to push this now. Cool, let's go.
Too far away.
Did I pull something else? I guess there's just something in life. So many melee in here, I don't want to take off, but. Man, that feels so good. I wish I had more of an AoE right here though. I think that would make this really come alive. I guess I should use my circle more, I guess, in those settings. Oh, he said, heck Kelly. Well, I'll definitely have to look that one up. Hekili is the add-on he's talking about. Ah, stunned me. There we go. Got him. Oh, okay. So Hekili is an add-on. He said it's supposed to be a rotation helper. We'll check that out. We'll also make sure it doesn't go against TOS too. We don't want to mess anybody up. So, start taking off. Got him, cool. Good on mana. Ooh, that would have sucked. But I mean, overall, the controls were tight. I mean, I feel like normally in World of Warcraft when I jump, my jumping sucks. But in this, I feel it's responsive. So everybody get inside in this one here. Hunter, we're good. Alright, cool. I'll show you how great the dodge is on this thing. I mean, literally. Just tap. Making circles, really. Heal up a little bit. Wow, you almost have to heal on this guy. Heal does a lot, though. Man. Very responsive. Like I said, I would like to try healing, but I want to do it in a guild group. I would hate to put other people through that. That would be so awful. Almost dead here. Yay, we win. See, now his face is showing up. Now you hit exit loots. Hey, I got some bracers. Let's put these on. I think my bracers right now are. Oh, okay. We have decent gear then. Alright. Now we wait. You can't do the mouse spin. That's something, obviously. That's okay. I don't need to pick that up. I think actually staying level 20 probably helped me a little bit on this. Things are a little bit easier. Alright, so we're getting to the last room here. Keep making our way. All my stuff can recharge.
I am out of range.
Alright. Pretty sweet spear. Where I got that from? This is just me soloing this until the other person got here. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, they're not elites, obviously, but still, I mean, that's something I wouldn't scoff at. Alright. I'm having a hard time holding the aggro with that thing. Alright. One thing I would probably change though is, alright, so in R1, when I hit L1, R1 that targets, right? Right now I have R1 set up as a heal, and sometimes I might be wasting that, I feel. Because I'm thinking I'm targeting, but maybe not. Let's see. I do think it might be kind of hard in combat to hold L and then use the D-pad.
I must get closer.
That was a pretty sweet trick. I've never seen that. I'll hold my circle for this. Wow. Got a couple mogs. Nice. Alright, so let's exit this group. Now here's the thing I need to learn. Leave. Okay. Okay, well, I hope everyone found this helpful. I'm currently struggling with some things in game, so I might not use this yet, but all in all, it's a pretty fun setup. Alright, so thanks everybody for watching. I do appreciate it greatly. Posting videos probably about week's end is usually the system we've been following. Please hit the subscribe button. Like any videos you're enjoying, that way I can continue to make content. And please hit the notification button. Thanks and happy collecting.